Hey everybody, welcome to the channel, The Ivy's Grove, and I'm Kelly, and I am prepping a success, creativity, opening up doors, and I'm using an orange candle. I tend to have success with orange, and I will be using this sun dish. It'll be a great symbol for it. So some of the symbols I'll be using is when I write on this, this one is the sun and quill. Sun for obviously for success, sun energy. Quill is like writing for also creativity, writing, and all that stuff. And I will be using some ogam symbols. I cannot pronounce them, but they're based off of trees. So I'll be using like the ogam for birch for new beginnings and new birth of ideas, general good fortune. The oak ogam for opening doorways, new paths. The ivy following the spiral of life and explore personal paths and transformation. And elder ogam for looking ahead, change and renewal. So I figured those will be good for this candle. I'm also gonna write I'm going to try to squeeze them in the tea light and then add these 3 oils and the elderberry for these 2 tea light candles. I have a special road opening powder that I made based off of Silver Ravenwolf's The Witching Hour. It's all about her blends, and it's a little bit more intermediate. So I've been having success for this since I've been using this one. So yeah, orange is like for new opportunities, new ventures, new beginnings, change of plans, encouragement, opening the way, removing blockages, physical comfort, warmth, security, ambition, creativity, courage, and optimism. So yeah. Let's see which one I want to do first. Actually, let me do the tea lights. Birch. I'm going to do counterclockwise on these of the birch. Oak. Ivy. And elder. Doesn't have to quite be perfect on these, but you know when you know. I think I'm pretty much free from my ragweed allergies. Once in a blue moon, I'll wake up with a little bit like one nostril, but it goes away. But other than that, for the most part, I'm pretty much 100%. 100% feeling a lot better. That was pretty bad. I have a drop. Should have tried to find a drop, like one of those oil droppers, but that's okay. So I'm going, this is my ivy, my own ivy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to, excuse me, I got to sneeze. Excuse me. So, okay. What I'm going to do is I am, where's the ivy? Here's the ivy. So I'm going to put the ivy oil on top of the ivy oil and do the same thing. Oil for oak. My own birch. I have a store brand and my own blend, so I'm using my own blend because I have the other two on my own. Figured I'll keep the. I have a choice between my own or store brand. I already made my own for ivy and oak, so I figured keep the flow. Birch right here. Now, I do not have elderberry oil, but I do have actual elderberries. So I'm going to be putting that on top. I'm not going to light these until later on. Fun one. This is just going to be like a general, for the most part, a general creativity removing of blockage. This is going to be, it's not going to be for like a spell. It's going to be for when it's going to be right here in the middle, and I'll just be lighting it as a form of creativity while I do my spell work. If I decide to do a, spell work is creativity, so just doing a spell work of any kind is a form of creativity. I could use this to pretty much clear everything except for this candle and put a poster board and light this while I make a vision board or a spell collage. So this is just like a general, there's no really focus on one particular thing. This is just in a general idea, like not a general idea, like just a general, for the color orange, what I want to bring. So I'm going to be writing in the Birch Oil. And I also like to write down like the meanings. For each symbol. Because as I'm writing it, I'm putting my thought and my energy into this candle. And also, as you're concentrating, writing the words, you're actually thinking of the words and you're sending the thought into this candle as you're writing it. Nothing like special, it's not like you're doing this, it's part of the spell work. It's part of the manifestation, but it's a part of focusing. It seems like I'm writing like a big, huge novel, but I'm not. I'm only writing 3 things for the birch. I have two things for oak. Yeah, 3 things for ivy, and 2 things for alder. All of them for the ogum. Ohim. Is it ogum or ohim? Please, please make a comment in below if it's ogum or if the G is silent. I've had a speech impediment when I was a kid, and I used to stutter a lot. So I still, even at almost 47 years old, I still have trouble pronouncing some words. Next is the oak. And this is not just for me. This is also everybody in the household too. Next is the ivy. If you have any questions too, you can ask in the comments. I will try to answer them as best as I can. So if I'm not talkative right now, I'm concentrating, writing. Ivory one, it's only 3 things, but they're kind of like long words. What is it one? No, I'm sorry, 2. There's only 2, but it's pretty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are like 8 words on this one. I think the Ivy one is the longest. And 4th one is the Elder. I would love to do the Ogum divination. I've seen some online. They're pretty darn expensive. Thinking of making my own. I've been thinking that for a long time. I think this would be a perfect time. Hopefully, if not this, at least brainstorming of how I want them to look. And hopefully start them. Hopefully start them before Christmas time. And I mean, who knows, I might even start it right after my birthday next month. I think that's it. I think that's it on the Ogum. Okay, the next one is going to be the Sun and the Quill. Yeah, the Quill is creativity, writing, and it's not like I want to write a freaking novel or anything like that. I just want to like be more creative on, like more like writing notes and planning a little bit more on my spell work. And like I used to. I miss that. I really do. Go. See if I want. See if I want to. I think I'm going to add a couple words for the candle. I'm not going to say what it is. I'm not going to tell you what they are. I'm probably going to pick 3. But I can tell you what all of them are, and that's, I think I said it earlier, so let me just repeat it again. So orange is for new opportunities, new ventures, new beginnings, change of plans, encouragement, opening the way, removing blockages, physical comfort, warmth, security, ambition, creativity, courage, and optimism. So let's see. I got 2 of them right now. I didn't do it, but didn't do it in this one. But usually, I used to do it, but I want to get back to it. Is I would write down what I want to write on the candle, And what's the alphabet? It's called the Witch's Tibian. I'm so horrible with words. Or they call it the Witch's alphabet, but like I used to use that to write down certain words. I would write them on paper and then write it on the candle, so nobody could know what it reads. So also, my new job is doing well. I'm only being trained on my new position only once a week, but I did find out that there's this company I work with. It's for the elderly, but the one I'm working for is for rehab, so it's for people who are like really need the help medically, but it's a half-hour commute. And then there's one in another town over, but then I found out that there was a place near where I live, because the place that I'm working at now, the commute is a half an hour. The other one I found the other day is a 12-minute from my house. So I might be talking to and I looked at the website. I guess the place that's 12 minutes from my house, they have a position for what I'm being trained for. So I'm going back to work on Wednesday, because I had today and tomorrow off, and I'll be talking to my boss and see if that position that is close to my house is still open. If so, I want to snatch that one. Just for the commute. I'm not going to lose my money, my raise or anything like that. So, yeah. Yeah, so there's that. Okay. I had to look at my candle for a minute to see what I might do 4. Might do 4. Oh, I wrote the same word twice. Okay. That's interesting. I wasn't thinking that one, but I wrote it. Interesting. You think you're going to do something, and then it kind of adds more to it or change it. All right. That's it. For the most part, I like to take off the flex just so that I can see the words more and the symbols and stuff. I think this time I'm going to keep them. This time I'm going to keep them. Alright, so how am I going? Okay. I am using Blockbuster. Okay, so I'm going to use these two plus my own oil and then the road opener. I think I'm going to do at least why not? I'm going to do a spot of the plant on the ogum. I'm going to do the ogum in the wood. Why not? Extra. On the wing. Okay, Blockbuster. I'm gonna add the Blockbuster to kind of like on the like a ring around here, just to begin the blockbusting. Right at the edge, right here, not on top. So ring of blockbusting. Now it doesn't matter what way you're going, but I just happen to be going counterclockwise. But I think it's because I'm using my left hand, which is fitting because blockbusting, you're removing the obstacle, so it makes sense. It just happened that way. It wasn't on purpose. Okay, then let's see. Pathways to keys. Right here, in the middle. Makes sense. This is just something that I'm doing. You know. And then let's see. No, I'm missing. This I'm looking around. There's something I think I need. So this is my own New Beginnings. I made this last year. I actually did a video of how I made it. The main, so what I'm looking for, the base oil. That's what I'm looking for. The base oil. It's not olive oil. It's actually pumpkin seed oil. And pumpkins are good for bringing things into manifestation. And, you know, manifesting, excuse me, manifesting, into the mundane. It makes sense with pumpkins. And pumpkins are great for abundance. And the bigger they are, the more pumpkin pies you make. And pumpkin seeds to roast. Alright, and then last but not least, roll opener. I usually have a bag. Oh. And there you have it. You can add some crystals to it, like around it. You can add like a ring of herbs. So, however you want to do it, you can just leave it as is and then light it. Yeah, so this is going to be my center candle during my spell work or whatever I decide to do. Whatever workings I do, I'm going to focus on my altar. You can tell it's a mess. You know, witchcraft and occult and all that stuff. When I'm working with herbs, it gets messy. So, I hope you enjoyed this. And like I said, if you have any questions and what have you, make an ask in the comments. And I will see you guys soon. And my email is also underneath at cauldroniv@gmail.com. I will put that underneath on the description. And Guys, I will see you soon. Until then, blessings and have a happy new moon coming up.